I concluded that perhaps this whole thing is coming up as a result of my acceptance of an appointment to be a presiding officer of a matter against Gerald Khan. And I believe at the time, because the lawyers were sending me emails and the likes, I started believing that, so someone perhaps wants me to back off from the case, and I will not back off from the case, because I accepted that I'm going to preside over that. There must be fairness on both sides. What is the interest of the employer and what is the interest of the employee? That's why I went for that hearing. And the matter set, and I felt that I dealt with it fairly. And I cleared Gerald Khan on all those charges that they were leveling against him. And instead, which was strange, that the charges that leveled against Gerald Khan, never mind the media issues that came up, but prior to that, but the charges that were leveled against him were coming from the recommendation from the IP. It is the IP that initiated it, that he must be charged, together with the others from TPCI. But those at TPCI, investigation was done and they were not subjected to disciplinary hearing. But Khan was. And I sat there and I listened to the matter. And I cleared him. So when I cleared him, suddenly, after that, IP started their investigation. That's what became strange as to, but okay, IP, you are now starting with the investigation. Could it be that my finding against Khan did not favor you? Or what is the reason? It was strange. And then they throw the minister's name on it. And again, I wrote to the minister, Minister, they're throwing your name on this thing. Is there any evidence that did you communicate with them? And the minister sent me an email. He said, no, he never did that. You must ask IP. So I had no reason not to believe what the minister is saying, because he said he never did that. They just wrote his name there, but they did not produce anything as an evidence of saying that the minister did refer this thing to them. So it remained an IP thing. So where the IP is going with it, there was a media statement of saying, no, it didn't come from the minister, it was a whistleblower or an anonymous complaint. And I'm thinking, how do you have an anonymous complaint on a matter that is in a public place for 2 months? Even went to the portfolio committee. We ventilated on this in the portfolio committee. Suddenly you are investigating a tip-off about that. The very same thing. The same thing that Mr. Brian mkhwanazi has. He has it on his phone. In September last year, a new IP are getting it now anonymously. So for me, I just felt, you know what, let them investigate whatever they're investigating. So you hear what I'm talking about. I never mentioned Gerald Sibia, not once. The whole thing about the correctional service, it started there, introduced to me by a person who claimed to be close to the minister. The only person he mentions in the report is Gerald Khan. And I go for the hearing, and the outcome of the hearing favors Gerald, very same Gerald Khan. And next thing, the IP, who the one that made the recommendation about charging Khan, they are now suddenly investigating this one. So for me, my suspicion on all these things about correctional service is that somebody within IP wanted Khan gone. By all means, they wanted to get rid of him from the organization. And not only him, and the others that were recommended. But they were not successful, because we did not just go in a disciplinary hearing with our eyes blind. We tested evidence, and as a police officer, it pained me to see that the person who saved the organization's image, Gerald Khan, in 2021, is the one now who's been subjected to a case like that. And it was just not fair. I cleared him, because evidence was presented that we couldn't justify that Khan had done anything wrong. Instead, he is the one who should be giving a medal for what he did, because he saved the organization's image on the day. But it will appear that within IP, whoever people that made the recommendation for him to be charged, they're upset about the decision. I feel the whole investigation thing come from there. I don't think it initiated by anyone. If you are saying Gerald Sibia had something to do, whoever is spreading the rumor, I don't believe that Gerald Sibia had anything to do with that. Not at all. I feel it comes from that institution who wanted Khan gone, because they couldn't get him out. Now they're turning their focus on me. Well, I will take it. They can try whatever they will come up with. So if they will do this investigation, they can launch any other investigation that they want to. They've got a constitutional right to do that. I can't stop them. But the truth will always come out. So I'm not puzzled. I'm not afraid of anything. If they decide that they are going to launch an investigation, and they're welcome to do that for any other person. Of late, I heard that is also my name is mentioned on a kidnapping of that person from Watu who was kidnapped and those suspected were arrested. They say no, I was part of that whole investigation that I'm told it ran all the way. I know the team went following up this, and it was DPCI team, not even under the provincial commissioner. But they went to Gauteng, went to Mpumalanga province, and eventually it looks like this other policeman who was alleged to be suspect was caught in Mozambique and brought back into South Africa. Really, the whole issue about the case was handled by DPCI until those people were released. Was DPCI meant? You know, DPCI don't necessarily report to the provincial commissioner. They work independently. So at what stage then do I become part of that? So obviously, if someone feels that they need to target me for whatever reason, I can't stop them. They can do that. But if we're to say all these are happening because of Jairus B, I'll say then no, that's not true. It cannot be. Cannot be. But if maybe there is a worry about, as you are saying, a worry about the other case that is in Johannesburg, that the team from the province political task team is assisting detective in Gauteng with that investigation, if the general feels that perhaps that...
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Jones, Why Not TV. Please subscribe. Bye for now till we meet again next time. Subscribe, please. Don't forget to like and to comment. Thank you very much.
Dr. Jones, Why Not TV.
Goodbye till we meet again next time. Subscribe.